Last year, as president of the LaunchX Club at School Highlands Ranch, my goals for the club were to ensure that every student understood the process of starting up and maintaining a startup company while also sending at least one team to the International Demo Day at MIT. The first goal was met because each student was able to understand the content and properly apply it to their business throughout the year. However, the second goal wasn't met because I was unable to equip the students with the proper tools they needed to produce the best pitch possible to convey the information that they needed. I will work in this next year if you give me the opportunity to run the club again. I have a situational leadership style in that it depends on the needs of each specific team. Now, in the beginning of each meeting, I teach the lessons as a collective group, and then they break off into teams and apply the lessons they learned into their companies. Now, whenever they break off, depending on which team, I'll either use more of a laissez-faire style or a hands-on style. Some teams don't need as much help or guidance and usually just need to be redirected every once in a while to ensure that they're going the right direction, but for the most part, they're self-operational, meaning that I could be a little more hands-off and let them do their thing. But for other teams, they need more hands-on, they need more help from me to guide them in applying these concepts to their businesses to ensure that they'll be successful. So this will benefit my LaunchX Club because it ensures that students get the right amount of help they need without excess or too little. This year, my priorities for the LaunchX Club are to promote year-long participation and to increase recruitment. To promote participation, I intend to find, or if needed, organize local pitch events every month or every other month so that students will be able to receive feedback on their companies on a more frequent basis and practice their pitching skills so that they'll be able to turn in a more quality final pitch at the end of the year, thus increasing their chances of becoming an International Demo Day finalist. Now, to increase recruitment, I intend to work with the community outreach leader, Jack O'Connor, so that we'll be able to host booths at local school events to increase awareness and to host informational nights at the beginning of the school year so that students will be more excited about entrepreneurship and more likely to join our club for next year. My advice to other club presidents would be to assign certain tasks to specific members on a leadership team so you don't have to do everything yourself. I made this mistake last year, which ultimately hurt the students in my club because they were unable to get the full version of me. They were getting a thinned out version of me spread across a bunch of different tasks. Now, next year, I'll be delegating tasks to an education lead and a community relations lead so that they will be able to focus specifically on those tasks so that they're done properly and right the first time. This will ultimately give the students of your club a better experience and better equip them to produce the best pitches they can and the best companies they can by the end of the year. 5 years from now, I hope for this club to be an integral part of School Highlands Ranch and develops a reputation for attracting the most ambitious, motivated, and creative students. I envision this club to be a place where students will be able to kindle and develop their entrepreneurial spirit so that they'll be able to start and continue their companies for years to come, and maybe even start up other companies along the way if needed. I hope that through this club and by being introduced to the entrepreneurial process at a younger age, they'll be able to streamline the process of turning their ideas to actual usable products and services that could benefit the world.